Okay, so I'm going to share with you how to get the back seat out of a 1993 Fox body style Mustang. This happens to be a feature car. You'll notice I have the front seats out of it, not because I need that room to get the back seat out, but just simply because I'm having them reupholstered. But if you can take them out, obviously you're going to get more room, be more helpful. To get the back seat out really is pretty simple. You'll notice down here where the seat has a little bit of a space underneath it. Space where the seat rides over the axle, or I'm sorry, the drive shaft. And what you're going to want to do, depending on which side you're working on, is just take your right hand or your left hand and grab up underneath there, because you see underneath here, under the seat, are two bars that the seat actually hooks into. And so the way I've taken my seat out before is starting on the right hand side or the left hand side, whichever, push down with one hand while pulling here with the other. And when you do that, this seat will pop right up. So just to show you what I mean, you can see now the seat is loose on both sides, and there's the hooks, if you can see them, that this seat sits on. They'll snap right back in, and then it's just a matter of pulling it out all the way and then working on your back seat, which, or I'm sorry, the backing here, which really has just two bolts on either side, and I'll show you that once I get this out. So this is a picture of the bottom seat, and you'll see right here the piece of the seat that latches into that bar that I mentioned earlier. When you read the description in the owner's manual of how to pop the bottom of the seat out, it'll say put your knee on the rear of the seat, which is ridiculous, because once you do that, you're trying to work against your own weight on top of the seat. So here's my rear back seat. Down here in the very bottom corner, if you pick that up, and I won't do it, but you can see on the other side, there's the hole that you bolt through to secure this seat back onto that area that I just showed you. So it's a very awkward kind of maneuver, and what's weird is you would think Ford would have just made this little piece a little longer. Instead, you have to do this in order to get an eye shot at that bolt. And in my car, it was a 7/16 bolt head. Not sure what others have. In my particular case as well, the other side actually wasn't even bolted in. So what's holding this rear seat in, or the seat back, was just this one bolt. And then you'll see on the back these little, I generally think of hooks as going downward, but there's three hooks, and those three hooks basically slide up under a rail that I'll show you in just a second. So the three hooks that I showed you on the rear back simply slide up underneath this piece right here, and it's really not much to it, to be honest with you, but I guess when you think about rear seat backs, there's not a whole lot of pulling going on. You know, if things kind of move forward, people are just gonna fall forward in their seat belts and not grab the seat. So really it's just the three hooks and then the two bolts, and of course once you get the two bolts undone, if you have two bolts, the seat falls just straight out.